All right, old man Muscle KC here. How we doing? All right, heads up. Get out there and check out our next show here, OMM Podcast on YouTube and Spotify. Also go to Old Man Muscle KC on Instagram and OMM Podcast at Instagram and TikTok. Check it out, see what's up, and hope everyone's having some great workouts, great life, and get it done. And the ones that are taking a little battle right now, hey, keep your head up and keep moving. So, it'll clear up and you'll be on your way soon enough. So, much love to you, and I want to say thank you to everybody for supporting and really just encouraging me and keeping it going. And we're trying to get some more guests on here. So today we got a guest we went with, my man, Big Adam, the Slammer. So check that out. A lot of fun. We both just staying positive, being good fathers, and get it done in the gym and in life. So that's what it's about. So the best to all, and just wish everyone the best. So we're gonna try to keep this going. Get over there, check it out, and let me know what you think. Just appreciate all the love. Peace. All right, here we go. I've been waiting for this. This is gonna be great. I got my man, Mr. the Slammer, Adam, on here. Workout partner, great friend. So appreciate you taking time to come and join us here and talk a little bit about the positivity and just sharing good vibes and getting our pump on, trying to be the best we can as fathers and workout, training partners here and there, and just living the life. So, with no further ado, here he is, the Slammer. Welcome, sir.
Well, thank you, sir, for having me. It's a pleasure, as always, to be able to speak and converse, and especially part of your new podcast. So, thank you.
You bet, you bet. I wanted to say first off, we met probably, I don't know, 5 years ago. I don't know. I'm trying.
Yeah. Actually, it was about 5 years ago at Blue Springs Fitness. Great gym.
Absolutely. Shout
Yeah.
out.
And I remember you were doing incline flies, and you didn't have a lot of weight, but I mean, you were doing just this form I haven't seen. It's
You
mountain.
mean it didn't look very heavy, but it was heavy.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I saw you, and I said, "Wow, this guy reminds me like of a jacked 1985 Cubbies fan. Just straight, just a beast." And you walk by, he says, "Excuse me." I'm like, I thought he was gonna be like, "Hey, move." And the friendship just bloomed from there. Go figure.
Absolutely.
I'm more introverted, and he's more extroverted, and it works.
It works. Absolutely. Very much. Yeah. It's been great. I always say I appreciate you, man. So it's very good. So,
Appreciate you too.
but also, it's your family here. You're a family man. So, you got a
Yes,
couple,
sir.
you got a couple youngins. So, you live a good, you try to show a good example and, keep on it. So, that's always a good thing.
Thank you. For me, that's what it's about. At the end of the day, it's family. You provide, and that's what it's all about.
Right on, right on.
Raise
And
questions.
you always got me with your recipes. Your cooking. Outstanding cook here, right here, Mr.
Thank you,
Adams.
thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to say hit that out, he's a very good cook, and it's
Free
always
recipes. Just
yeah.
ask. I'll tell you.
There we go. It's out. It's out. So, what things do you follow? Your diet is always you're always pushing things, trying to get find that good meals, and with the family, it can be rough at times. So coming
Yeah.
from me, I don't want to, go through that window, even though, Mickey D's, I love it at times, of course, but, try to do the best and have good things. So, one of those, and that's, you lived in Arizona too for a little bit, right?
I lived in Arizona for about 2.5 years. Yes, I'm gonna start
Okay.
out there.
Awesome. Okay. Very good. That was a good time, huh? You like Arizona? Or too hot?
You know what? I'll put it like this. Um, when you're not used to, people say it's a dry heat, but when you're early in the morning and you're on the fly line, or you're doing your hump
Yes.
on the hump on the hill, it's not that fun.
I bet not. No. And if you're like me, I sweat in a blizzard, so it'd be a disastrous, you know. Times when I lived in Florida were yeah, the sweat machine, you know.
Right. But I will tell you this, Arizona. I remember going to a House of Muscle, I believe is what it was called. It was a Dusty Hanshaw.
Yeah, it's big dust. Yeah.
And I remember me,
Legend.
yeah, and I just, I wasn't into bodybuilding. I always did, judo, martial arts, tactical stuff. I just want to be fit. But I remember going in there, super cool, super nice people. And I saw this man, and I'm like, that guy is huge,
Yes.
nice guy.
Yeah.
And so shout out to them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's legendary right there.
Yeah.
You know, big dust, big back and traps and all
Oh
that. Yeah,
man.
the works. He owned some supplement companies back. I
I
mean,
mean, you
stores
know,
back in the day. I
we
think.
had we had Mountainside Fitness and everything, and just yeah, it
Yeah.
was nice.
Wow. Awesome. So when did you come back to Missouri?
Oh, I
As
came
they
back in
say, Missouri people.
Missouri. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I came back in 2012.
Okay.
But yeah, I left here in late 2008, early 2009. Came back in 2012.
Okay.
Yeah, I had my first coming on the way, so I wanted to come back to home base where all family is, and do that. And there's no place like home.
Right. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. And we've been meeting up now. We've been meeting up on Sundays here for a long time.
Oh Lord, I tell you what, people, they call it Sunday Fun Day,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I tell you what, dude, you have put my butt through the ringer. I mean, just these workouts. You're like, we're just gonna do quads today, Adam. Okay, guy. You're like, calm down, doc. You're good. I'm like, yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, I can't walk for 2, 3 days. Damn. But you know
And
what? I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because this man right here, you know, you think about somebody who's been on the circuit, who's been there, done that, but the kindest, sweetest person I know, honestly, a gentle giant. So, working out with him and lifting and laughing and joking, it's always a good time. And one thing him and I both agree on is there have been times that we've been button heads. Who doesn't, right? But we both, at the end of the day, look at that power of positivity and being just positive. We're just grateful people.
right on, right on. Well said there, my man. Yeah, right back at you because we've had our moments, but yeah, it's all love. So, you know what I mean? We're pushing each other to be the best we can. And that might not be just on the stage, it's just being in life, period. So,
Absolutely.
and I really appreciate it. And it's always great to get that mental, together on Sundays and just kind of let it go, laugh a lot,
Right.
Turn that we both have that ability to laugh, and the next thing you know, it's time to do your set and get after it. So
Yeah, no,
I don't have to
absolutely.
be angry the whole time. I used to train angry, and it was like, man, what the, it's like, always angry, angry. I was like, man,
So
I'm the happiest guy around. Why am I so angry in there? Never smiling, and but yeah, so this is it's been great.
I got to ask you for your fans, because a story. I love this story. So we're around the campfire, story time. Tell me the story. Tell them the story because I love this. And I tried this one time and I thought I was going to break my. I was going to end up in a body cast. The Moffat story.
Oh, the
That
Mafia
is trending
store.
insane. That is trending insane. The old circuit
Yes.
people know it more than anyone.
Yes, yes, yes. Good old Moffitt's was in July with no AC. It's an old school gym back in the day. Mr. Phil Williams, legendary pro, came out of there and great pro. He did a lot of good things. But that gym there, yeah, I went in on a nice. I like to squat on a nice Saturday afternoon on a balmy 100 in that gym and no airflow. And I think on my fifth or sixth set of my started to started to bleed a little bit, nose started bleeding, so I get a little dizzy. And but back in the day, the nose did bleed a little bit. You weren't pushing it too well, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
well, till almost passing out and regroup and hope you recover, and come back, Gold's Gym now, Westport is one where the manager, sorry, whoever, I can't remember the guy's name, but they called the ambulance on me because I was squatting in the Smith machine and I had some blood just flowing down me. And everyone, the Gold's Gym manager and, Westport, right down there in the middle of all the clubs.
Yeah.
But the manager and the staff were all yelling at me, stop, just stop. And the more they yelled stop, the more I said, gotta keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going. And then the ambulance, and all the, EMTs came running in there acting like I was gonna kill somebody. Myself. But it shows, what the body can take and recover and came back better. So I wouldn't do that again because that was that's really, just one of those things, Got a little crazy on a Thursday night, So that was it. It happened. So yeah. There's a few stories like that, in the tank, Sometimes you got, I trained in a church once in an old church in Kentucky in the basement, and the only one there was the choir, and it was an all black church, and they were all singing, bumping, and they motivated me. And the pastor came down, Big John, rest in peace, came down and asked, "Would you mind if we prayed and sang along while you trained?" And I said, absolutely, give it to me. You know what I mean? So after that, trained my butt off, hit that back, do a lot of bent rows, deadlifts, T-bars, one arms. And afterwards, I had a wonderful picnic. And I went outside, met everybody, and it was, had a hell of a time. Great time.
You had some good food too, didn't you?
I had some great food.
See, I know about that because my grandpa, was a Baptist pastor. So
Right.
there was
That's right.
one of his
Really,
best
a
friends was
Baptist minister.
yeah, one of his best friends was an African American, black
Yes.
minister, and he one time I remember had service where he was giving a message and lit a fire everywhere, just that passion. But
Right.
darn,
It was. It was true. Man, do we lose him?
no.
All right, all right. Sorry, man. I thought we lost Big A there for a second, but we did.
I'm
Yeah,
still
that is awesome, though. So he was
yeah,
at your whole life, huh? He was a minister, pastor your whole life. Your grandfather?
yeah. He was a World War II vet.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he was a chaplain.
Okay. Wow, that is awesome.
And then
World War II vet. That's what
yeah,
my grandfather was a World War II
yeah,
vet too. So
yeah,
we learned a lot from these men, that made sacrifices that many wouldn't, and they did, and they came back and proved that you could do it and still shine as good citizens and good father figures and family members. So they're appreciated and God bless them. So it was muchly, they helped definitely. I miss them to this day, you know what I mean?
wow,
So,
absolutely.
big time. So, yeah, that little picnic out there, people that know me know I love my potato salad.
Oh my
I love,
goodness.
I love it.
But let me ask you this: do you have bacon in a potato salad?
I didn't have bacon in there. I don't know. I did. No, I didn't have no damn. I didn't have no bacon.
I mean, you don't eat bacon because you're a bodybuilder. I mean, I might because I was a judoku, so but I'm saying it's a little different.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Who would touch bacon? Come on now. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a great time though. Just shows you how different people come together under certain situations, and you know what I mean. You keep your heart open and your eyes open, and willing to take things in, and can give you a lot of great experiences. So awesome. So
Yeah.
how's your training now? What do you think? You're training now? Are you on a good note? Or are you in between? Or you know?
Training for well, I'm no longer doing like tactical competitions stuff like this or that. I haven't done that in quite a while. Um, I'm not really doing the judo as much anymore. I still hone my skills, but I'm just not trying to participate in any type of competitions. Um, with training and bodybuilding, right now, at 43 years of age, a lot of people talk about the maintenance phase. Maintaining. In my opinion, if you keep your protein and adequate enough of your carbohydrates to a moderate level, and some fats, you'll be good.
Right on. Yes.
So I'm always one to build more muscle. Who's not? Who's not one to
Same here. Same
I-
here.
every day? Does I don't want to mention one of my old friends' names, but he was almost 80 years old, you know, and he trained all the time, and
Right.
because he wanted to gain muscle every day. So that's what it's about.
Right. Is that Mr. Tim Lutz there?
Yes, sir, it is, Mr.
Yes,
Tim Lutz. Yes,
yes,
yes.
yes. Rest
You
in
know,
peace,
all
Big
his
Tim. I miss you. Yes. Come on, effort. Get in there.
I remember our chest and shoulders after that.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Classic. Tim did not mess around, even at
Yeah.
76,
Right. No,
You
but
know.
so I think what's going to happen, now is there was probably 4 months ago, I was 272 pounds at 5'10.5". Had sleep apnea, was uncomfortable, and it just
Welcome to my life. All
I
right.
literally was like, okay, I'm more concerned about being around for my kids. They're my world.
Right on. Yeah.
And so I was like, who am I trying to impress? Does it really matter? If somebody doesn't like me because I'm smaller or I'm bigger, that they're not a real person anyway. And
Correct.
so, for me, being with my size and everything, but 245, 250, 55 is right for me. I'm getting closer there now, and I feel a lot better. So
Yeah, you've been looking good. You've been doing
thank you.
good, man.
I mean,
Yeah, you've been.
I'm not built like you. I mean, I'm built like a kangaroo, but
Come on now. Yeah, you're doing good though. Yeah, you're looking good. You're having good energy in the gym. You know what I mean? So
it's
when
what
you
it's
get those
about.
270, I always I'm one of those where I always used to love that uncomfortableness, being blown up,
Right.
me, yeah,
Yeah.
I was always
Well, and that's why I
a
want,
biscuit away from 270, you know
and
what I
that's
mean?
why I want to ask. That's why I want to ask you, and it's an honest question. One more go around, and what I mean is just maybe more calories, and maybe just trying to do like a healthy bulk, and just give yourself that time. I mean, because you're one of the most dedicated people I know, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And
You mean just like to put like a solid put some solid weight on, just right. Just put some solid weight on. I know. I always try to give myself an excuse to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
But then my family hears the buffalo roaming the hall at night. You know what I mean? Sleep apnea, though, that is something. Even with I've tried the mask, and I always woke up like I was, being strangled or drowning.
Right.
What's going on? You know what I mean? That crazy mask on, but I know it helps. I know it's a great thing, but so I don't know. You never, I always get in these grooves like I'll never do that again, and then, oops, I did it again. But let's see. But yeah, I've just been enjoying the train. You know what I mean? Lately, it's just been great to get some good workouts in.
I mean,
Had some serious aches and pains. Both of them. The
yeah, I mean,
hip thing. I had my things going on, so it's just been good to actually go in and feel good working out, and getting that pump on, and getting mentally set. Getting just that feel good.
right. And that's one thing I just respect the heck out of you of. It's just like you're always in the gym. You're always getting it in. You're making sure that your mission is you're getting it done. And I know when I trained, wheels with you, legs the other day, you're like one more plate. I'm like, you know what? I'll be honest. I was like, I don't want to get out of my comfort zone today. I just the intensity you have. It's respectful and unmatchable, and that's one thing I respect about you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
But at the end of the day, you're all
I got your money will be in the. I got your check ready for you, so it'll be ready for you.
happy go lucky or happy go goofy, as I've been told. So
You are one of the best funniest people I've met, and
Thank you.
good natured. So it's I say that 100%, as a compliment because it's
No, thank
a lot because there's enough things in this world bitch and moan about or cry about because it's not you know what I mean. So it's good. Take lighthearted, not that we're lighthearted about because we're serious, you know what I mean? We're,
right.
busting ass, raising family, trying to be a good role model to these kids and, people pretty much, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
not, I should say role model to everybody because, role model is something, I don't know, everyone has a different opinion on that, but just trying to walk the good walk and, you know what I mean? And if, sometimes you say things that people don't like, and sometimes you say things that they do like. So
You know what?
just stay true.
It's like this with everybody. There's been times that I've been popular. He's the good guy. There's been times I've been unpopular and I'm the bad guy. At the end of the day, it doesn't phase me. It doesn't bother me because I know who I am.
Right. And sometimes that I've been, like we say, we try to do for our mental health, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just not
I've
about.
had bouts of, we both had bouts of and that's why we keep it real because it's we had bouts of a little depressed, whatever, depressed, self-doubt, all that kind of stuff, like a lot of folks do, but
Right.
we try to stay, above it and try to address it. I guess, and try to build from there and just try to stay, stay moving forward,
And I will say one thing that I absolutely love is like whenever we're at the gym we're training, you see like a lot of these, I don't want to say young bucks, younger guys with much respect, and they're like,
That's everyone 40 and under for me. That's and
and they're like them, and they're like, much respect. And I'm like, who's that guy? And you're like, I don't know.
I think it's the fanny pack, and and I always love when you bust out.
Tommy Two Bills.
Yes, right here. I always love when you bust out the Zuma pants and
Oh
you
man,
know what
you
I
know
mean?
what?
The
You look on
throwbacks. So
you look on the Instagram some of the pics. Some of our best workouts was when I was vintage with the fanny pack, the Zubaz. I mean,
absolutely. It just
eh,
puts me in that mood of let's get it going,
that was the era you were on, and you're still. I'm like, wow, that must have been quite the time.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And I remember that some kid came out and said, "Oh, you look like a bodybuilding museum." I was like, wearing the fanny pack of the T Michael.
You see him.
My dad would love to see it. I was like, hey, take a pic, take it back, whatever. Right on,
I love that.
Yes. So what's going on now lately here? We got you got any big things coming up for the summer, coming up this spring for how about Easter? We got anything going on? Easter? I
Yeah.
mean, Little Debbie's comes out with a damn Easter bunny thing.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Them things. Don't even start on. Remember the Christmas cakes.
Yes. You got the
Price
Christmas cake.
Price Chopper stopped carrying both like vanilla and chocolate because so I'd have to go to one store to get. We shouldn't say that as workout guys, but yeah, the Beaster from Easter that's coming up. We know about that with all the cupcakes and stuff. So family dinner stuff like this or that.
Right on. Yeah, I know Walmart had that plug Walmart, but I seen they had their little Debbie shrine right there and I walked in the other day. I'm like I used to put away those zebra cakes. I don't know why those zebra
I
cakes.
know.
I,
I'm surprised in your fanny pack we're at the gym. You don't have like an Arby's roast beef sandwich in there. You're just like between sets.
oh, right.
Another range of motion where you hit legs is different, but damn, I can't keep up.
You see, that's
But
why
yeah,
at the body shop, a great gym on there in Lee Summit.
amazing
But
gym.
when I look
Body
out the
shop is
window, yes, yes, I have great work.
Brandon,
Yes, the band over there.
awesome guy, kind,
Awesome.
nice, got strong as an ox, good guy,
Breaking records. Crazy
records,
powerlifting,
crazy
crazy.
strong.
Big time. And got about natural and all that. So
Yeah,
give it up. Give it up.
looks
Way to go,
great.
Brandon. Way to go, man.
Looks good.
But when I stare out that window and I see that Arby's sign blinking over there, you know what I mean? It's like Come with me,
Yeah,
it's no more 5 for 10. It's probably 5 for 20 now. You know what I mean? So,
it is.
it's been a minute, but we'll see. One of these days, get back there. So,
Yeah,
big time. All right, hey, we're gonna try to wrap this up here. Get it for this
absolutely.
time. Definitely gonna have you back on because we're gonna have some different stories and some different more positivity. Maybe get you on to show some cooking expertise that we
Would absolutely love to.
Yeah,
And
and
if I
get it.
may if I may give a small plug, Instagram, the MC Slammer. If you want any cooking recipes or anything like this or that or anything, just ask. It's okay.
You hear that? Big A's open. Just hit him up, and if you want to talk about training or whatever, or tell my bad stories, he'll let you fill you in on, on where you get your zipper pants and your fanny packs on sale. So we'll get that done. But it's been a pleasure, man. So
It's been a pleasure myself, my friend.
looking
Thank
forward
you
to
so much.
meeting up again Sunday. Hitting these wheels again, probably, and
Absolutely, yeah.
get it going, get it cooking, and
Just no spicy food for 2 days after.
right. That's a very good point there, man.
Yeah,
That's a very
definitely.
good
Wheels
point.
for sure. Yeah.
You bet. You bet. Thank you. Grateful for you to be in my life and my
Great for you
family's
too, my
life.
friend.
So even though we live freaking probably half hour, we never even get over to see each other and stuff. And life's crazy, crazy schedules and all
Yeah.
the working and getting home and getting stuff. And we're gonna make it happen though this summer. I know
Oh,
it.
and
So
we
we're
will.
gonna do some filming from the grills. We're gonna have some barbecue going
Yep.
on, and we're gonna get some filming going on and show what our bodybuilders can have a good time, have fun, and be
That's not too
positive
bad
and
because
stuff.
right now on the grill I got brisket, I got a chicken, and I got some Caribbean jerk wings.
Okay, I should be about 290 by the end of summer, so there, that sounds good.
Oh, and shout out to Big B too, our friend Big B.
Oh yeah, Big B, yeah, Brandon, he doing good too, man.
Friend Cash.
At
Great
Castrate,
man.
good
Great man.
man, big time. He helped me back in the day when I was having some negativity. I didn't know I could
Love
do
the
it
guy.
anymore. And he
Nice
was
guy.
fortunate enough to, unfortunate, to spot me on, so got me squatting again, heavy, and 50 years old, almost 50, and me and him would meet up every Thursday and scare the hell out of each other while I got under that rack and went down and did whatever I could to get back up. So thank you, being the master trainer there. Look him up because he'll get you in the right spot, and he's a freaking Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? He's a Hall of Fame Missouri sportsman. So world class deadlift. Yeah, I mean world class power lifter. You name it. So he's been
And,
in
ju-
the
and,
game
ju-
a
and,
long time.
and just an overall amazing person.
Absolutely, absolutely. Much love, man. All right. So on that note, keep it pumping, and let's keep moving forward, brother.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Thank you.
Take
Peace.
care. Later.
You too.